Hi and welcome to the channel. Today we're going to take a look at Window Grin by Kelly Joe Phelps. Window Grin is the second track from the 2003 album Slingshot Professionals. It was released on Riker Disc and it was produced by Lee Townsend. Slingshot Professionals is the follow-up to 1999's Shine-Eyed Mr. Zen, and it marked a shift from Kelly Joe from solo blues man to singer-songwriter, which was also the case for Tunesmith Retrofit that came later. And those two albums are really Kelly Joe's most arranged albums, meaning that there's more ensemble playing on both of those releases. In this album particularly, there are loads of different instruments, so you've got acoustic guitar and vocals, obviously, but also double bass, mandolin, accordion, harmonica, fiddle, percussion, Weizenborn slide guitar, electric guitar, and drums, so it's a pretty full sounding album. Notable performers that are on the album would include Steve Dawson, who later went on to work with Kelly Joe on future releases and release his music on his own label, and also Bill Frisell, who plays electric guitar on a couple of tracks. When Kelly Joe toured these songs, he went back to being a solo performer largely, and these shows were recorded, and then later a compilation of these recordings was released. It was called Tap the Red Cane Whirlwind. So if you like the songs, you want to catch some solo versions, then check out that album. It's got some really nice recordings on it. Window Grin is one of my favourite songs on the album. It's got a really cool groove, with kind of French sound to it, because it's got the accordion playing as well as fiddle, and also all the percussion. It's got the kind of country express train but a beat going on the snare drum, in addition to all the acoustic guitars, multiple guitar tracks on it, including slide, as well as at least 2 acoustic guitar parts. What we'll do today is we'll look at the main acoustic guitar part that I think Kelly Joe plays on it, and also look at the ways that you could improvise using the chord progression that is in the song, because there's a couple of cool solos on the track. So let's dive in and start learning it. Window Grin, so standard tune guitar, capo on the 3rd fret, and it's in the key of A minor, which if you played it on a piano would be C minor, so that if you were playing it with a bass player as well, that would be what you would need to say. And it's working around chords from the A minor key. Kelly Joe Phelps was a bass player prior to becoming a guitar player, and certainly playing in the sort of jazz style, and this is reflected in some of the chords. So we start with an F13. So you've got fret 1, I'm hooking it with my thumb, 1, 1 on the D, 2 on the G, 3 on the B. I'm then going down to E, and then resolving to A minor. In the key, that would be chord 6, chord 5, and chord 1. Travis picking throughout. And there's a bit of a melody running through it, which is to get that with the chords, it's like this with the Travis picking. Watch the thumb. And that's the intro. There's a lot of going between A minor and A sus2 in this, which is just where the first finger goes on and off. Check it out. Into the verse, it's A minor and A sus2. Then there's this kind of cool Chet Atkins style lick. To get it, you're playing the A minor pentatonic scale descending. You slide to the A on the high string, and then you come down 3, down to the 5th fret on the B string, and then the 3rd fret, then down to your 1st fret, and then down to 2nd fret G, and then there's this little bend, open G, and then you're going to do this little bend on the 3rd fret B string, so it sounds like this. The trick is that the thumb keeps going in the bass, so you end up with, and the chord is there as well, so you get this. That's probably the hardest bit in the song. You go back then to your A minor and A sus2. You go to D minor. D minor would be the 4 chord in the key. Pretty straight Travis picking through that. E7. F13. Travis picked again. Then it's D over F sharp. The D chord is the 4 chord, but in this case it's major, and it should really be minor because we're in the key of A minor. And there's something about Kelly Joe Phelps' songwriting is that he often threw in a chord that you weren't quite expecting, and it really keeps the listener on their toes. I think has always been something I loved about his songs. You then go back to your E7. And then I usually put in the lick from the beginning again. And then F13, E7, and that is the form for this song, and it actually doesn't deviate from that through the whole song. So we've learnt the material that's in the song. It's worth noting that sometimes that F13 to E7 back to A minor is doubled at the end of the chorus. And this chord progression is also the basis for the improvisation, which comes later, where you get the fiddle solo and stuff. So it'd be really cool to set it up as a loop, and then I'll play a bit over the top. So I'll set that up now. Oh. Thanks for watching today. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel if you're new. If there's songs like this that you like, or sort of styles like this that you are interested in learning more about, then please get into the comments. Recently I've heard about some things I hadn't heard of before through the comments and through my Patreon page, which has been really cool. If you want a transcription, full transcriptions are available through my Patreon page. The link's in the video description. Thanks as ever for watching, and I'll catch you again in another video. Cheers, bye.